I'm really passionate about music because like it's everywhere around you. Wherever you walk, whatever you do, you can do it with music. You can clean with music, you can drive with music, you can do a backflip with music. Inside this music class, I enjoy picking the instruments that we want to play.
I really like it because we get to write our own songs and we also get to record it.
I like jamming with the teachers.
I feel great when I know how to play the song.
People love music, the students love music, adolescents particularly love music. But adolescents particularly don't love classroom music in schools. It's a real contradiction there. They see it as an academic approach to music and something that doesn't relate to their culture or interests. So Musical Futures was developed with adolescents in mind so that they could play music practically, hands-on, play instruments that was a great interest to them and that engaged them in the music of their culture.
A typical Musical Futures class, if you walk past it you can say what's going on in there. There's just noise, there's laughing, there's singing that may or may not be in tune, there's drumming that could be anywhere, but the thing is the students are fully engaged. They are playing their song that they chose on the instrument that they picked.
The Musical Futures class, you play instruments straight away. You get on and experience what it is to get your hands on instruments. And then we look at the notation and theory behind the songs that we play as we need it.
The level of engagement is amazing. Because the students own what happens in the classroom, they want to be in class. They turn up early, they leave late.
We also really encourage students to create their own music. It's not just about playing other people's songs.
Has anyone got any chord progression ideas they've got from last week that they would like to share with us?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, what have you got?
Got this.
Nice.
Well, I wrote a song called Memory Lane, which is about memories of relationships.
Yeah, the song was about fun, so we had to make sure that the tempo of the song matched the idea. Every day, all we want, all we want.
Our guitar player came up with chords that sounded pretty nice when it was all mashed up.
First time writing a song was pretty hard because couldn't find words to put with the song.
So there are quite a number of skills that transfer from Musical Futures back into our literacy program. The children have been writing lyrics, so they have to learn how to express themselves, the sorts of form that takes.
They gave me the song that we wrote on a CD, and then I took that home and then I did a little bit of lyric writing at home and I brought it back, and then yeah, so I'm just going to record it.
When I put together a band, I'm looking for people who have different skills to what I have, so they can show me what I don't know and I can show them what they don't know.
Oh, the feel when I heard the song, when it was finalized, it felt really good just listening to the song, and it felt like that, like it felt good that like I actually was in the band, like doing my bit.
When we performed the song Memory Lane in front of the audience, in the start I felt nervous, while we were all nervous, and then at the end we achieved a lot, like we faced our fears and performed in front of an audience.
One thing we noticed in songwriting projects was their ability to stay focused for an amazing length of time. They did amazing work, and we learnt new things about students that we didn't know. For instance, one of them wrote poetry, and it was only when we started writing songs and we're looking for lyrics that they put their hand up and, oh yes, I've got pages and pages of books of poetry.
Musical Futures at Doveton College is a beautiful fit because in this community we have over 30 different cultures, but the one thing that ties it together is music and playing and talking about it.
During lunchtime I like to come in and practice because it helps me get better and improve at the instrument that I want to learn, and it just makes me feel really good because music is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. So with them giving me the opportunity to come in at the times where there's no class or the time that I want to come in, that's just great. It makes me feel welcome.
We try and incorporate technology into a lot of the music that we do. Sometimes it's in a way that helps a traditional music class or a traditional musical instrument. Other ways we might be using software to chop up beats and make remixes.
The unique part of Musical Futures is that it is totally student-centred. So students do make the decisions. We hear a lot about student-centred learning in schools, but we actually ask students to bring the music they want to play or create the music they want to play. So there are no genres or boundaries put on it. So if we can't, they can't learn the way we have taught, can we teach them the way they want to learn? And that's what Musical Futures does.
The things I've learned about working in a team is that one instrument sounds alright by itself, but a whole bunch of instruments played by people live is amazing. It's just, everyone is just on time, focused, and we all play beautifully.